Chi vive in una nanazza in fondo al mar?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Ciao Niccolò.
Ciao.
Oggi siamo qua per parlare della tua storia d'amore e grazie intanto per aver accettato il nostro invito.
Grazie a voi che vi siete interessati.
Quindi vorremmo iniziare subito chiedendoti di descriverci Jina con 3 parole.
La ragazza più dolce che abbia mai conosciuto, è una ragazza molto intelligente, anche testarda un po', sì. Anche bella, dai, in tutti i sensi.
Vuoi raccontarci un po' come vi siete conosciuti?
Ci siamo conosciuti su un'app per imparare le lingue. Io volevo imparare il coreano e lei invece voleva imparare il francese.
Tu sai il francese?
No. Il mio piano A era il coreano, il suo piano A era il francese, quindi ci siamo incontrati come 2 piani B.
Wow.
Non mi sembrava assolutamente di sentire la distanza in nessun modo, anche se lei era in Iran. Comincia a farsi sentire di più, sarebbe da ipocriti dire che non si sente, però prima mi sentivo con una ragazza sarda e sentivo molto di più la distanza.
È la Sardegna il problema.
È quello. C'è stato un momento in cui ti sei reso conto che questa relazione a distanza sarebbe stata più difficile del previsto?
Sì, e penso che se ne sia accorta molto prima lei, perché a un certo punto stava andando tutto bene e mi fa: dobbiamo smettere di parlare. Ma come, scusa? Perché? Ah, ma tanto non ci possiamo vedere, tu non sai cosa significa per me stare qua. E in effetti non lo sapevo assolutamente. Da occidentale abbastanza poco informato non gli davo troppo peso a questa situazione.
Hai piani di vederla presto?
Stiamo pianificando di sposarci.
Ti va se la chiamiamo?
Say hello to everyone.
Ciao a tutti.
I saved you as a SpongeBob SquarePants now on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask you, how are you right now?
Now I feel good because I'm speaking to you guys, so.
We wanted to interview you guys because we were very touched by your story, and we think that in this part of the world, we don't know very much about what's happening in Iran right now.
Let's start with why I decided to choose this name. Jina is a Kurdish name meaning life. It is the name of one of the many girls that has been killed by the Islamic Republic. In September 2022, Jina and her family traveled to Tehran for vacation. After a while, she was arrested. She was not wearing her hijab in a proper way. She had a headscarf around her head. It was just showing some strands of hair, and she was killed because of this. And after that, there was a movement called Women Life Movement in Iran, and we started to protest in every single city in Iran in 2022. After she died, his father wrote something on her grave: Jina Gyan, to namari, nawat abiyar rams. Dear Jina, you will never die, and your name will become a code one day. And that's why I'm using this code name for this interview today, in the memory of her and in the memory of many other women and many other men who was murdered by this brutal regime. Her name will never be forgotten.
It's funny because I think that people see SpongeBob on my phone.
Chi vive in una nanazza in fondo al mar?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
What does it mean to be a woman in Iran today?
Basically is one of the most difficult challenge that you have to deal with, because ever since you were born, you've constantly bombarded by people trying to tell you and give you logical and realistic reasons on why you can't do certain things. For example, why you can't sing, why you can't dance, why you can't love, why you can't have the choice of your dresses. And the answer is always just one: because you are an Iranian woman.
What doesn't the world know about the situation in Iran?
Oh, I like this question. I think what the world doesn't understand is that, first of all, the majority of Iranians are not Muslims. Sounds crazy, but it's true. We are just being ruled by a very radical Islamic dictatorship, and we have been trying to fight against this. Iranians are not just protesting for the right of what to wear. They're not just protesting because of economic problems. They are trying to protest and fight a very brutal dictatorship who uses radical Islam to oppress people. If the Iranian revolution one day succeed, it's gonna be like a renaissance in the Middle East. We're not just fighting for us, we're fighting for everyone in this area. It's something that the world needs to know about Iran, that we are not protesting, we are trying to make a revolution.
You told me one time about how the police managed to arrest you in so sick way, I would say.
Sometimes the police forces, they hide in city buses, ambulances, mosques. They shoot people from those places. They arrest people in those cars, in the ambulances. And people just to defend themselves, because when we protest, we are unarmed people without any weapons to protect ourselves. Sometimes you hear on the news that a mosque has been burned down in Iran, and you might think, oh my God, Iranians are being Islamophobic, because if you're protesting, why do you have to burn the place of worship? The reason is because those places are not a place of worship anymore, but a place of oppression, a place where police forces hide, shoot innocent people, children, women, men. No one is safe. Shoot those people in the streets that are just protesting for basic rights. They hide behind these type of lies to show the world that we are not peacefully protesting, but they don't show you what's behind the curtains. You don't see police forces in a police car. Sometimes you don't even find the police in a police uniform, but having a gun and shoot. Sometimes they record those moments, they record someone shooting another person, and they say, look, the people who were protesting had guns, but it was actually just them shooting other people. And that's their way of just kind of escaping.
Flipping the omelette, baby, do you remember?
Yeah. In the omelette. On the 8th of January, just like every other people here, me and my family, we went to protests in the streets. I saw a crowd that I have never seen in my life in that night. And after a while, the police started to shoot with pellets, like those type of bullets that don't kill you. And then after 30 minutes, they came back with war weapons, like real bullets. We were lucky to survive because a lot of people didn't. We ran away and we hid in a shop, and there were like 50 of people that I didn't even know, people that I'll probably never see in my life again. And we saw on the security camera outside that there was 2 men who were shot by pellets. We felt sorry for them and we had to help them. So we opened the door for them. They came up and there were 2 brothers. One of them was shot in his forehead. His brother, unfortunately, was shot in his eyes and he has lost one of his eyes. There were many little bullets in his eyes, completely swollen, pellets even in his throat. None of us were doctors, none of us were nurses. We couldn't do anything and we were scared to drive him to the hospital because the Islamic Republic forces attacks the hospitals and kills the protesters that has been only injured.
Could you call an ambulance?
They use ambulances to oppress people, not to help.
Could you use your phone?
Iran was in a total blackout. I had lost my father in another street. I thought the worst. Maybe I have lost my father. So we just waited there until I think 1 a.m. We drove him to one of the people that we knew was a doctor.
And why did they shot him to his eyes?
For security reasons, everyone who goes to protest, that we wear a mask to hide our face. And the only thing that we have shown is our eyes. And sometimes that's the only thing that they target.
Which is the biggest fear for you and your family?
I would say my father has dealt with this fear of me sometimes going out for a drink, going out with a friend, going out shopping and never coming back home. After the Jina revolution, I have never worn a headscarf around my head in Iran. It's a risk, but I was willing to take this risk. And sometimes my father tells me, can you please wear your headscarf because I don't want anything to happen to you.
Niccolò, come riesci a gestire emotivamente questa relazione?
I'm gonna answer in Italian because I don't want you to understand.
Capisco tutto in italiano.
Devo dire che lei è una persona molto ironica, condividiamo molto il black humor e in un qualche modo è qualcosa che ci salva, perché riusciamo sempre a essere presi bene. In realtà lei è molto più forte di me, molto più spesso sono io che chiedo supporto a lei.
Che cosa ti ha insegnato lei?
Baby, you're supposed to cry, not me.
It's time to fight, it's not time to cry.
Lei è veramente molto creativa e piena di energie. Vedere una persona così che non può esprimersi è una cosa orrenda.
Invece a livello pratico, da così lontano riesci a fare qualcosa per aiutarla?
Se sposarla è l'unico modo per ottenere la sua libertà, la sposo sì, perché ci tengo veramente.
Jina, what do you feel about the wedding?
Next question. When I met Niccolò, I didn't actually know that we could come to this point where we be arranging a marriage, because that's crazy, right? Sometimes when you love a person, you make some sacrifices just to be with them and just to help them. And I see that as love.
How do you imagine a future together? Is it simple to picture it?
Nothing is simple, in my opinion. But it's simple to imagine. Imagination is something that we can simply do.
Oh, baby, they asked me if you remember something funny that happened the first time we met.
I do remember from the first moment. I arrived in Istanbul airport and he was at the airport to pick me up, and we were on a call to find each other, so I didn't know what to expect. I couldn't find him. He's been spinning around like behind me and I couldn't see him, not because he was behind me, but because I was short. My point of view was his chest. I was planning to say something nice, like, oh, nice to meet you. And the first thing that I told him was that, why are you so tall?
I said, why are you so short?
What's the final message for you to share with us?
Why do I get to say goodbye so quickly? For the people who are listening to my voice right now, I want to tell you that I come from a place where many things are banned: dancing, happiness, love, music. Those people get to censor many things in your life. They control what you read, they control what you see, and they control what you listen to. And at some point of your life, you don't know what to do anymore. And the only thing that they can't control is your head. There's going to be a moment where you sit with yourself and you find the freedom within yourself. And it doesn't matter what's the outside, what's going on in your life, because the true freedom comes from heart and the true freedom comes within. I don't know, maybe there's a woman listening to me who doesn't feel free right now. Even if you don't feel free, you have to just find it within yourself, because the only thing that they can control is your head and your heart. So you have to love with your heart and think with your head all the time. That's my last message.
Do you think there's a way people from foreign countries can help you? Like, can they do something to help Iran?
Yeah, stop supporting these terrorist groups, please. Don't negotiate with them. Those people are terrorists with diplomats.
Yeah,
That's the only difference. Yeah, don't negotiate with them.
Can I ask you the situation with the LGBT community in Iran?
Do you want a long answer or a short answer? You'll be hanged. Sorry.
Okay.
If you're gay, you don't want to be here. I'm sorry. But you can be trans, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but trans surgery is legal in Iran. But you're going to have to deal with the social difficulties. The society kind of doesn't accept you. Like, you also have to deal with...
Quindi quando Gina verrà in Italia cosa le cucinerai?
Le devo fare provare letteralmente tutto. Voglio proprio dargli la cultura italiana anche attraverso il cibo, che è una delle cose che so fare meglio, perché comunque ti darò della roba buona.
Jina, is there something that you really want to try?
I would like to try his lasagna. It's one of my favorite Italian dish, and whenever I tell him that, yeah, I like lasagna, he says, yeah, but you don't know how to make lasagna.
Only lasagna, come on. Less stereotypical.
I don't know, it's all pizza and pasta. What do you want me to say? Carbonara. I did try his carbonara, by the way. It's the best.
No, don't say this to an Italian guy because... No, quella volta tra l'altro la carbonara non mi è nemmeno venuta bene. Sono stato un po' deluso.
Anzi, la prestazione.
No, guanciale di merda.
Yeah.
Jina, we really want to thank you for being with us today and for everything you shared with us. We hope people will know more about situation in your country, and if you come, please come and visit us.
Of course.
And when you come, Niccolò will cook for all of us.
I think I might be better than him in cooking,
No,
but...
we already had this conversation.